Hi guys, this is Sumit and welcome back to Knowledge Modulation's new video. In this video, we're going to see what is the Ansible. We already uploaded one video which shows how to configure Ansible on Linux like Red Hat or CentOS or any cloud platform like AWS. But there are so many questions related to the basics of Ansible and some requests are also there. So we are just making this video which explains what is the Ansible, its key points and some basic concepts related to the Ansible. We'll start with what is Ansible. Ansible is simple open source IT engine which automates application deployment, intra-service orchestration, cloud provisioning and many other IT tools. I will explain you what it means because I also don't like to by heart some definitions. Instead of that, we'll just understand the concepts. Suppose you have hundreds of servers, web servers, and it's auto-scaling servers. So hundreds of servers are there, and every time when you want to make some changes on that servers, so you can't go to log into each server and update any file. Suppose I have to make changes in one particular file. So if you have 100 servers, so it's not a good way that you are logging to each server and you are making changes to each file. So in that scenario, we can use this Ansible. You can also use Puppet and Shape. You may heard about that because they are also comes under DevOps tools. But we are using here the Ansible, and I will explain you why we are using this Ansible. But to do such a type of task like we have to deploy 100 servers, or we have to start 100 servers simultaneously, stop 100 servers, or we have to deploy some application on 100 servers, or not 100 in the sense number of servers simultaneously. So in that scenario, we can use this orchestration tool. It's not complete orchestration, but we can consider as a orchestration tool, and we can use this deployment method to deploy particular application on so many servers, or we can say simply systems. Ansible is agentless. Now question comes in your mind is what is agentless. So I'll just explain you what is the agentless, because if you heard about the Shape and Puppet, Shape uses agents to deploy particular applications on nodes, but at Ansible it's agentless, means you don't need to install any agent or any particular application which supports Ansible to install any particular application to the particular node. It means suppose if you are using Shape, then Shape uses agent. So that agent you need to install on that particular servers or the host systems, which sends information to the Shape and basically act as a mediator in between that server and the host nodes. But at the Ansible, there is no any agent. It means that Ansible uses push-based mechanism. Means if you give any command or any task to the Ansible that this particular application you have to push to all these servers, then it directly pushes that particular application to all the servers. So Ansible uses push based mechanism, and in Shape that agent pull that required files. When Shape sends one message that this file is updated and you can, if you are free, this or depending on the particular task or condition, you have to pull this file and you can update yourself. Then that agent pull that file from the Shape server and then it get installed. So in Ansible, it is push-based mechanism. It means whenever you made any changes to the Ansible playbooks or the modules, or you send any ad hoc command, then directly it pushes that commands or that modules playbooks to all its host systems. So it will get installed. Ansible is easy to deploy because it does not uses any agents or custom security infrastructure, which I already explained you. Ansible uses playbooks. Ansible uses playbooks to describe automation jobs, and playbook uses very simple language, that is YAML. YAML is in human readable form. Playbooks are nothing but just we have to write simple script in YAML format. YAML is a language. It's very easy language, you can easily understand, and we will make particular video how to write playbooks. But as for your knowledge or just for understanding, I will tell you playbooks is nothing but one script file where we can mention the particular task. This task is we have to perform, like we have to install HTTPD server, then we have to start its processes, then we have to check its status, and then we have to enable the HTTPD server. So all this command we have to write, and then we have to just push that particular playbooks to all our nodes, and then it get directly installed. We'll discuss common components of Ansible. The first, host file. In host file, we can maintain the host IDs. Like inventory means if you have number of servers, hundreds of servers, then we have to enter hundreds of servers IP address to that host file. So every time when we say install this to our one group, or suppose we have hundreds servers in, and we consider as a web servers group for that 100 servers, then next time when we send one command, we have to perform this task on this our web servers group. So directly we already mentioned that server's IP address to the host file. So depending upon that IP addresses, our Ansible will install that particular application on that particular servers. The next one is configuration file. Ansible uses the secure communication like SSH. So for the SSH, we have to make some configuration, like whenever we want to push any file, it uses SSH. So for this communication, we have to enable SSH connection, and we have to make some changes which we can do in configuration file. So it is also one of the important component of the Ansible. The third one is SSH communication. SSH is very secure communication protocol, and due to this, its Ansible is very secure. As per the security concern, it is one of the most important factor, and which is good. Like Ansible uses the SSH communication. The fourth one is ad hoc commands. Ad hoc commands are nothing but simple Linux command. Like if we want to start our server, then systemctl start httpd. Such a commands we can hit directly to all these servers, all the groups. It is one of the important commands, or the important type of commands. The second one is modules. In modules we can add so many tasks or multiple tasks, and in playbooks we can just define whatever we want to install. All these components it will read. The main key factor is configuration management. So what do you mean by this configuration management? Ansible is designed for multi-tier deployment. Ansible does not manage one system at a time. It models IT infrastructure by describing all of your systems are interrelated. After connecting to your nodes, Ansible pushes small programs called as Ansible modules. Ansible runs that modules on your nodes and removes them when finished. We'll take one simple example. If you want to configure hundreds of servers at a time, so at that time we can use Ansible. For the single system we can't go for go with the Ansible, because it uses multiple systems, and we can mainly use this for the multiple systems. So simultaneously we can do such a job, which is very efficient way to do such a time consuming task. Now we'll discuss structure of Ansible. You can see the basic structure of Ansible. At this point, Ansible control node. Ansible control node means there is one particular system where Ansible get installed, and in that particular system there are two main categories. One is playbook and the second one is inventory, which I already told you, the host file. In playbooks we can write whatever application we have to install. So for the particular application we can write particular playbook, so that every time when we want to install particular application, we will send that particular playbook to our host files. And the second part is inventory. In this inventory we can categorize as a group 1, group 2, and in group 1 we can mention this the number of hosts, which host should be part of that particular group 1, group 2. Suppose group 1 is production servers are there for the group 1. So for the production server there are 10 servers, production servers. So host 1, host 2, host 3, 10 servers IP should be included in group 1. Suppose group 2 is testing group. So for the testing there are 4 to 5 servers, then we can add those four servers to the group 2. So when we have to do some testing related application installation or the package pushing, then we can just send it to group 2. Likewise. And then the third part is our host 1, host 2, host 3. Host number of host systems are there. So directly Ansible pushes these packages to the host systems simultaneously. Simultaneously is the important word. And you can see there is no any agent. Like once you mention that host 1's IP address to the group, when you push this playbook to group 1, it will directly send that playbook installation file to the host 1, so it will get directly installed. So there is no any middle layer for the communication. So the next question is, why should we go for the Ansible? I already explained you. Whatever I explained you will get answers of these questions. It's agentless, the first benefit. The second one is it is built on top of the Python. So whatever changes we have to do, we can do it, and in future upcoming features as well, we'll get so many patches or so many upgraded versions of the Ansible which can help you to configure any type of applications or the deployment. The third one is it uses SSH connection, which is very secure because security is main concern. The fourth one is it follows the push mechanism. So every time your agent needs to come to the server and ask whether there is any changes, so if there is any changes, give it to me, I will update my host system. So this type of complicated task is avoided in Ansible. So it is one of the best advantage of Ansible. So guys, I hope you understand what is the Ansible and what are the key points, why we use Ansible, why we go for the Ansible. So I guess all your doubt may be clear now. I already uploaded the second part, which is configuration of the Ansible, and this video is the first part of the Ansible, what is the Ansible and basic of the Ansible, and third part will upload it soon, which is writing the playbooks. So guys, keep supporting. This is it for now. I hope you like this video. If you are not subscribed yet to my channel, please go to YouTube, search Knowledge Modulation, and please subscribe to my channel. Also, please like this video, share this video with your friends so that they also know about Ansibles and other technical stuff. So guys, this is it for now. I will connect with you in another video or the next video of Ansible. For the time being, bye bye. Have a nice day.